righty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome in as we're going to get ready to rock and roll here. Yet again, another night of awesome racing action. It's the Dirt Series presented by Sim 500 and NASCAR Motorsports as these Dirt Street Stocks are live from Limaland Motorsports Park. We're going to get ready to set these drivers loose in just a little bit as they're going to get their practice finished up here. You can see this racetrack already very, very slick, very racy out there. We're going to have a few good lines of racing action, and we're going to see some great fun be had by all these drivers in just a little bit. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to once again another great broadcast. You guys are just tuning in, whether it's live or if it's afterwards. If you're just re-watching this stream, make sure you hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the follow button. Let's go, baby. Let's go, chat. Woo! Oh, this is going to be fun, baby. This is going to be fun. My gosh, that is bright. Woo! Oh! Let's go. Yo, Austin! What's good, my boy? Let's go, baby. What's good, homie? What is good, my boy? Mr. Bartmes coming in with the like and the share, coming in showing the love. Brycey Bear, Bryce Dickinson coming in with the like and the share as well. What is good, Bryce? What is good, my boy? Coming in showing the love as well. Let's get it, chat. Let's get it, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! Ladies and germs. Let's go, baby. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Oh, this is going to be a fun race. This is going to be a great race, man. Limaland, this racetrack always produces some wicked, crazy racing action. We're going to see drivers down along the tires. We're going to see them up against the outside wall. We're going to see them beating and banging just like that as Jeremy Vaughn and the two-ride come around and go together there. See Gary Gagliano out there on the racetrack. Brycey Bear doing some donuts down in the infield. What you doing down there, Bryce? What are you doing? What are you doing down there, my boy? You're supposed to do that after the race, not before the race, homie. Come on now. What are you doing? What do you got going on there, my boy? All right, as these drivers locked, stocked, and loaded, ready to go to battle here. We're going to get ready in just a little bit. How do we get in here? How do you get in here? You would have to message Cody Gagliano or one of the Sim 500 boys.
Let's go!
Cody, but unfortunately, I think the series is already locked, homie. I think the series is already locked, but yeah, message Cody Gagliano. He might be able to get you in still. Not 100% sure. Yo, Reagan, Mrs. Bush coming in, showing the love. Miss Chalk coming in, showing the love, smashing that like on the stream. Mr. Jeremy Vaughn coming in with that carry action. What is good, Jeremy? Cody McCoy coming in with that like as well. Anthony Karf coming in with that share on the stream. Miss Chalk coming in with the double like. Let's go, Miss Chalk coming in, showing the love. Let's get it, baby. Let's go, chat. Woo! Oh, this is going to be fun. This is going to be good. These guys are looking very, very racy. Once again, another big field of drivers. A lot of very, very fast cars out here on the racetrack, which is going to make for some awesome racing action, especially at the front of the field, man. Whenever you can see, Keith Hackney, Jeremy Vaughn, Charles Barnes, Joshua Ely, Jamie Massey. You throw in Lane Phillips, Seth Castle, James Stockton, Dylan Cribbs. Jamie Brown. There's so many talented drivers out there in this field. When you look back and you see Cody Gagliano as the 16th fastest driver in this lobby. Bradley Means back there. Grady Ehrman back there. It is absolutely stacked to the nines here as these guys look to put on one heck of a show, one heck of a race. In one amazing, amazing event here once again for us. Yo, Austin! My boy, Austin Lee Bartmes coming in with the 75-star dono. Let's go, my boy, coming in, showing the big love. Let's go, homie. Let's go. Let's see some hashtags. See some hashtag 289s up in the chat. 298. 298s up in the chat there for Mr. Bartmess as he's going to be out onto the racetrack here looking to have a good night himself. Craig Michael Deacon, what is good, Craig? What is good, my boy? Mr. Deacon coming in showing the love, says, let's go, Showstopper. Let's go, Grip Hackney. Oh, my. You got two good horses right there. I think, I don't know. Hackney's going to be tough to beat. You know, he called it out last week. He said that he was going to win this race, that everybody else who showed up is just racing for second position. So it's going to be exciting to see whether or not he can back that up. It's gonna be something cool, you know.
Let's go.
See Brycey Bear out there on the racetrack in the 84 ride and that Next Level Racing Papa Mike Promotions ride. See Joshua Ely jumping out there onto the racetrack. The 09 ride in that Milner Graphics 09 laser engraving. 09 ride out there onto the racetrack as well. We see Jeremy Vaughn out there and Jamie Brown out there as well. Brown out there in the HNL #1 ride. Kyle Householder currently third quickest. Lane Phillips out there onto the racetrack as well in the Grip Hackney Papa Mike Promotions 5-6 Graphics #29 ride. Shane Yates out there as well in that Premier Racing Setups #11 machine looking to have a good run. Dylan Cribbs out there in that Majula C Speed Shop 7-11, a little bit of a different looking ride here tonight for the 7-11 ride. Still haven't seen a couple drivers jump out onto the racetrack. We're still looking for a few guys to jump out here. We haven't seen, there we go, there's James Stockton jumping out onto the racetrack in the 37 ride. Joey Brewer jumping out there in the 4. It's a pair of those Dark Side Racing rides presented by Householder Racing. Alex Brewer out there in the 1 ride, the Harley Davidson machine jumping out onto the racetrack. Haven't seen Jamie Massey or Keith Hackney lay down any lap times yet, so that's going to be interesting. That's going to be interesting to see what those boys can do. Yo, Jordan Lamar coming in showing the love with the heart reaction. Alex Brewer coming in with that like and the share as well. Jordan Van Weston coming in with that like on the stream as well. What is good, Jordan? What is good, Lamar? How you boys doing tonight? Alex, good luck, homie. The car's looking decent. Jumps up into that 13th position. Jamie Massey, the showstopper, the golden boy. The NH Lens, NLR, Papa Mike Promotions. SWM machine jumping out onto the racetrack to see where, looks like Dylan Crave's going to slide up into the 9th position there on the time charts. Massey's going to jump up and take that pole position. So the quick time to the 19 ride of Jamie Massey. Keith Hackney now out onto the racetrack. Another new-looking ride here for that Paints by Grippy. The Papa Mike Promotions NLR NH Lens #91 ride. Keith Hackney out here onto the racetrack. Oh, looks like Keith might have gotten in to the outside wall there just a little bit. He's going to get reset, refocused here and try that again. Seth Castle out there looking good as always in that 7 ride. Looking to have a good run here himself, trying to work himself into a decent starting position. Cody Myers out there as well in that 55 ride, looking to have himself a good one. Doing good, feeling good. Let's go, Jordan. That's what I like to hear, my boy. That's what I like to hear, homie. I like to hear that you're feeling good, that you're feeling good. That's what we like to always hear. Seth Castle going to jump up to 3rd quickest. Cody Myers going to jump up into position number 10. Keith Hackney going to roll back out onto the racetrack here. Yo, Mr. Yates. Shane, my boy, coming in, showing the love. Shane Yates coming in with that like and the share on the stream. What is good, Shaner? How you doing, my boy? Shane coming in, showing the love, smashing that like and share. How are you, homie? How are you? How you doing tonight? Woo! All right, where does the 91 ride fall into the mix here in qualifying? It's that lap in. Jumps up into position number 3. So a good lap time there puts Keith Hackney up into that 3rd spot, but Jamie Massey and Joshua Ely 1 and 2 with Jamie Massey with the quick time here. I do believe that is going to do it for our qualifying session. There we go. The checker flag's going to come out here for qualifying. That means we're going to get ready for our heat race action. Heat race action coming right up, coming right at you here in just a few more seconds. Woo! These drivers get loaded into the sim. We're going to get ready to set them loose here. Looking like 8 drivers going to take the green flag here in heat race number 1. 3 drivers are going to transfer through into the show here. So 3 cars will transfer through into the A main feature event. 5 drivers will be going to the consolation races. As we're going to get ready here for our starting lineup in heat race number 1. Starting on the pole in the 19 machine, that is Jamie Massey. To his outside in the 7 ride, that is Seth Castle. Starting on the inside, row number 2 in the 11 ride, it's the Premier Racing Setups victory ride. That is the 111 ride of Shane Yates. To his outside in the 58 ride, that is the Dark Side Racing, sponsored by Householder Racing. Number 58, that is Kyle Householder. Then we see starting in position number 5 in the 7-11, that is Dylan Cribbs. To his outside in the NLR number 29, that is Lane Phillips. Starting in position number 7 is that Brycey Bear Designs, Grip Hackney, Papa Mike Promotions, number 84, Bryce Dickinson, and Gary Gagliano bringing up the rear of the field as we're going to get the green flag here in heat race number 1. Heat race number 1 underway here. As out in front, it's the 19 ride of Jamie Massey. He's got Seth Castle looking right down underneath of him. The 11 ride of Shane Yates trying to hold on to that 3rd and final transfer spot as he has the 58 and the 7-11 ride looking right down to his inside. The 7-11 of Dylan Cribbs is going to use the very bottom of the racetrack. You can see this racetrack has actually been reset here, so the crew between qualifying and this heat race came out, reworked this racetrack, and it's got a lot of tackiness back inside of it here. So these drivers all stuck right down through the bottom to that first little lane above the little infield implement tires here. So you can see right where Jamie Massey's running, obviously one of the quickest ways around the racetrack. Seth Castle trying to stay right in his tire tracks and do exactly what that 19 ride is doing. As you see, Lane Phillips unfortunately gets super tight down into corner number 3 there. Washes up the racetrack. He's going to slide all the way back to the 8th position. He's got Bryce Dickinson and Gary Gagliano right there in front of him. Bryce trying to work himself up inside the top 5 here as he has his eyes set on Dylan Cribbs, as Dylan Cribbs has slid back now into that 5th position. Kyle Householder up into position number 4, so he's on the outside of a transfer spot looking in. Jamie Massey, Seth Castle, Shane Yates currently in those top 3 transfer spots into the A main feature event. These guys all looking very pretty right now as we'll quickly get a quick reset on this bad boy. There we go. We're going to see the white flag fly one more time around here. One more time for Jamie Massey down the backstretch into corner number 3. Has about a 7/10 of a second lead over Seth Castle and Shane Yates. As out of corner number 4, it's all Jamie Massey here in heat race number 1. Seth Castle, Shane Yates there in 2nd and 3rd. They will transfer through into the A main feature event. Everybody else will be going to the consolation races. We're going to get ready here for heat race number 2. Heat race number 2 going to get lined up, stacked up, and ready to go here for our second heat race of the evening. Starting on the pole in this one, in the 09 ride, that is Joshua Ely. To his outside in the Dark Side Racing Householder Racing ride, that is the 37 ride of James Stockton. Starting inside of row number 2 in the HNL number 1 ride, that is Jamie Brown. To his outside in the NLR Papa Mike Promotions Paints by Grippy NH Lens 09 Laser Engraving, that is the 55 ride of Cody Myers. Starting in the inside of row number 3 in the 0B ride, it's another one of those Dark Side Racing rides. That is the 0B ride of Bradley Means. To his outside in the Amsoil 319 machine, it's the Razor Chassis 319 of David Brewer. Starting inside a row number 4 in the 43 ride, that's another one of those Dark Side Racing number 43 machine. That is the Householder Racing ride of Grady Ehrman. Into his outside in the 12 ride, that is Jordan Van Westen. 8 drivers, 3 more transfer spots into the A main feature event as we're going to let them loose here down the front stretch. The green flag back out into the air here as it's Joshua Ely out in front looking to try to slide up the racetrack and clear that 37 ride. He couldn't quite get it done as now the bottom side being opened up. Here comes Jamie Brown looking down low as now the 09 ride is going to be able to jump up and clear the 37 machine of James Stockton. Stockton going to try to hang right there in position number 2, right on the back bumper of that 09 machine as he looks underneath of Joshua Ely. You see Cody Myers and Jamie Brown battling side by side. That is for that 3rd and final transfer spot into the A main feature event. Bradley Means right there in position number 5. Grady Ehrman working himself up into that 6th position as Jordan Van Westen and David Brewer sliding back ever so slightly here. Brewer back into position number 7. He's actually blinking quite a bit there. That's going to make it tough for the rest of the field here. Looks like Jordan Van Westen really having a hard time not knowing where that 319 ride is out in front. It's all Joshua Ely. Ely looking to have another great run here. He didn't have the best run last Thursday. He's looking to try to make that back up, but he needs something to happen to Jamie Massey and to that number 91 ride of Keith Hackney for him to gain some more points here as Joshua Ely out in front here of heat race number 2. Cody Myers right there in position number 3. Yo, Papa Mike! My boy Papa Mike coming in, showing the love. Coming in, resubscribing for 11 months. 11 months of being a subscriber. Let's go, Papa Mike. Let's go, my boy. Coming in, showing the massive love with the like and the share as well. Let's get it, homie. Let's get it, my boy. Papa Mike always coming in, showing the love. Good to see you up in the chat as Joshua Ely out in front. The white flag has been displayed, so this time down through corner number 3 and out of corner number 4, it's all the 09 machine of Joshua Ely here in heat race number 2. Stockton and Cody Myers both going to transfer through into the show. Everybody else will unfortunately be going to the consolation race. Yo, Colby Ely coming in with the like on the stream as well. What is good, Colby? Colby coming in, showing the love as well as we're going to get ready here for heat race number 3. Heat race number 3 on the racetrack, getting ready to go here. Starting on the pole in this one is that Paints by Gripney, the Keith Hackney Racing ride. That is the NLR Papa Mike promotion machine. That is the 91 of Keith Hackney starting on the pole here in heat race number 3. To his outside in the 21C machine, that is Charles Barnes. Starting in position number 3 in the 8 ride. That is another one of those Elite Performance Industries NLR KC Speedworks Papa Mike Promotions ride. That is Jeremy Vaughn. To his outside in the Dark Side Racing Householder machine. That is the 4 ride of Joey Brewer. Starting on the inside of row number 3 in the 2 machine. That is Dustin Price. To his outside in the Harley Davidson number 1 ride. That is Alex Brewer. And bringing up the rear of the field in the 298. That is the Carl's Custom 298 of Austin Bartmess. As we're going to get him up onto the wheel here, down through corner number 3 and out of corner number 4. We're going to see the green flag back out into the air here as Keith Hackney quickly putting that pedal to the metal here as Hackney out in front. Charles Barnes looking down to the inside here, getting a big run there out of corner number 2. So Charles Barnes down low, but Keith Hackney up through the middle here is going to lead lap number 1 as Hackney out in front. But man, oh man, Charles Barnes not backing down, right down to his inside. Is there a door there? We see a little bit of action back here at the rear of the pack. The 1 ride of Alex Brewer, Austin Bartmess in the 4 ride of Joey Brewer all coming together here. We'll take a quick look back and see what happens as a little bit of 3 wide action off of corner number 2, and it's kind of stacked up and not one of them backing down, and unfortunately the 4 ride's going to go around. A little bit of contact again between Brewer and Austin Bartmess. No caution flag. We keep on rolling as Keith Hackney's out in front. Charles Barnes trying to hold on to second now as the 8 ride of Jeremy Vaughn looks down to his inside. Vaughn trying to jump up into position number 2. Here's the top 3 transfer through into the show. Everybody else will go to the consolation race, and right now Dustin Price in that 2 ride is on the outside looking in. So isn't Alex Brewer, Austin Bartmess, and Joey Brewer. As Keith Hackney still trying to keep this lead here. He's got a couple very hungry drivers right there behind him. A little bit of contact. Charles gets into his back bumper there ever so slightly. Got that 91 ride pretty loosened up there out of corner number 4. Charles Barnes continues to put the pressure on the back bumper of that Papa Mike Promotions number 91 ride. Hackney trying to hold on to this top spot as the white flag is going to be displayed one more time around here for Keith Hackney. Down the backstretch into corner number 3 here. He's just got to keep that 21 right off his back bumper. Down at a corner number 4, and it's all Keith Hackney here in heat race number 3. Charles Barnes and Jeremy Vaughn going to transfer through into the A main feature event. That means Dustin Price, Alex Brewer, Austin Bartmess, and Joey Brewer are going to go to the consolation race. But it looks like we're going to cancel that consolation race. Looks like everybody is going to make it into the show. Nobody's going to go home early. So I do believe, yes, we're going to skip the C main and the B main, and everybody is going to get that ticket into the show here. Yo, Tyler Robinson, Scott Spies coming in, showing the love, smashing the reactions on the stream, coming in with the likes. How you boys doing here tonight, my boys? How you guys doing? Hopefully y'all are doing great. Hopefully you're all having a wonderful evening. If you haven't already, make sure y'all hit the like button on the stream, hit that share button, hit that follow button. If you're new here, if you're watching over on YouTube, hit that sub button, and definitely jump up into the chat here with a couple comments. Every single like, share, comment, everything helps push the stream out more and more and more. Let me know who you're cheering for. Let me know who you want to see down here in Victory Lane tonight. Who do you think is going to get it done, and who's going to be parked down here in the Victory Lane? Yo, V2R coming in with the like on the stream. What is good? V2R coming in, showing the love. So we're going to quickly jump over to YouTube here and get ready to add a couple little things to our YouTube channel. We're going to get ready for this A main feature event here in just a little bit. Our A main about to get underway. Just a few more moments as these drivers jumping out onto the racetrack for a quick little warm-up session. They're going to make sure their cars are ready to rock and roll. right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome in as we're going to get ready here for our A-Main feature event. Our A-Main about to get underway here as these drivers loaded into the sim. We're going to get ready to set them loose. Starting on the pole in this one. In the number 19 machine, that is Jamie Massey to his outside. In the NLR, number 09, that is Joshua Ely. Starting in position number 3 in the 91 right, it's the Paints by Grippy Papa Mike Promotions, number 91, that is Keith Hackney. Into his outside. In the 7 right, that is Seth Castle. Starting in position number 5 in the 37, it's the Dark Side Racing Householder Racing Machine. That is James Stockton to his outside. In the 21C machine, that is Charles Barnes. Starting in position number 7 in the Premier Racing Setups, number 11, that is Shane Yates into his outside. In the 55, that is Cody Myers. And we see Kyle Householder in position number 10. The 8 of Jeremy Vaughn there in 9th. Then we see Jamie Brown, Dustin Price, Dylan Cribbs, Bradley Means, Alex Brewer, Gary Gagliano, Grady Ehrman, Lane Phillips, Austin Bartmesh, Joey Brewer, David Brewer, Jordan Van Westen, and Bryce Dickinson, as we're going to end all the anticipation with our feature presentation as we are green flag racing here from Limaland Motorsports Park. Quickly, these drivers are putting their pedal to the metal, and out in front quickly in this one is that 91 ride of Keith Hackney, as Hackney's going to jump up onto the high side here. He's going to lead a lap with the 19 ride of Jamie Massey's right there to his inside. So Keith Hackney and Jamie Massey picking right up where they left off. Nose to tail here once again in another one of our feature events. These two always putting on a show, and Seth Castle looking very good early on in this one as the 7 ride right there in position number 3 early on. The 09 of Joshua Ely there in position number 4 here, looking for more as that Dark Side Racing Machine of James Stockton there in that 5th position, still battling side by side here with the 21C machine of Charles Barnes. Barnes up on the high side, the 37 ride down low here as they continue to duke it out. We see some drivers deeper in the field trying to work their way forward here as Kyle Householder and Jeremy Vaughn continue to battle side by side. This is for the 9th and 10th position. You see Jamie Brown back there, Dylan Cribbs, Alex Brewer trying to work himself through the traffic. Bradley Means trying to work through the traffic as well. So isn't Lane Phillips as they try to work themselves towards the front here. Bryce Dickinson, who started at the back of the pack, up a few spots here as Gary Gagliano up into the outside wall there in a slow 43 of Grady Ehrman down on the bottom side as Ehrman's going to take a look down low now on that 298 right of Austin Bartmess. Bartmess right down in the middle side now as see Bryce Dickinson, the hitman, trying to work himself up and around a few of these guys on the high side. A little bit of contact right down low on the bottom side of the racetrack. Really getting loose there is that 298 ride. Austin Bartmess almost going around there off the front bumper of Grady Ehrman. They both keep it pointed in the right direction and keep on rocking and rolling. As out in front, Keith Hackney's going to jump up and take this lead away here. So Griff Hackney now out in front. The golden boy, the showstopper, Jamie Massey, right there in position number 2. You see Joshua Ely still using that bottom side while everybody else has jumped up to the high side here. This may be an unfortunate break for the 09 ride. I know he wants to run where everybody else isn't, but he might get freight train down here on the bottom side as it's went to the high side as a dominant line here very, very quickly. He's still trying to hang on strong down there, but man, that high side's carrying a ton of momentum. He's going to shove his way up there into the high side now. Almost put that 55 ride of Cody Myers up into the outside fence. That's going to put Shane Yates down to the inside now as Yates trying to look underneath for the 55 ride of Cody Myers here. Looks like he's going to stay down there and keep on trying to work the middle side of the racetrack, but I think he's going to eventually pull back up to the high side. There it is. He's going to jump back up in line. It's a little bit of a freight train up here on the high side of the racetrack as the sparks are flying, and these drivers all up here on the high side as here comes the slide job out of the 19 ride. Jamie Massey goes for the big slider there in 3 and 4. A perfect crossover out of the 91 right of Keith Hackney, as Hackney somehow stays out in front here with some good moves up there in the front of the field to keep that 19 right at bay, as these two continue to put on a show, as we're going to see our first caution flag of the evening. It's like Gary Gagliano, Jordan Van Westen having some issues here, as we'll take a look back and see what happens. Oh, Gary just a little sideways on the racetrack, and they all kind of just stack up there. It's like the 84 ride of Bryce Dickinson just gets in a little bit deeper than what the 84 ride does here. It's that little bit of contact. You can see the 42 strung out pretty wide here. Bryce is going to make that little bit of contact right there with that left rear tire. Unfortunately, with how slick it is up there and for how sideways the 42W already was, he's going to go around, get into the side of Joey Brewer there. David Brewer's going to slide into that as well. Jordan Van Westen nowhere to go. Bryce Dickinson with some more damage. The 43 ride of Grady Ehrman getting a little piece of that one, as well as first caution flag of the evening. So we'll stack them back up, re-rack them, and get ready to go back to green flag racing. Keith Hackney out in front. Going to see that green flag back out into the air here. It's a little bit of contact back there behind him. Charles Barnes getting a little bit of a bumper there from the 09 ride of Joshua Ely on that restart, as Keith Hackney out in front. But once again, Jamie Massey going to jump right up behind him there on that high side. So Massey going to try to track him down. Seth Castle there in third is the 21 C Machine of Charles Barnes right there in position number 4, and looking for more as James Stockton going to jump up to the high side here. He's going to take position number 5 away here. So now the 55 ride of Cody Myers is going to make a little bit of room for himself there. He's going to slide up in front of the 09 ride of Joshua Ely, as Shane Yates down on the bottom side, trying to work that bottom here, as Alex Brewer starting to poke his nose into the battle here at the front of the field. That's almost 3 wide right there in front of him, as the 09 ride Joshua Ely's going to go for a big slide job right in front of Shane Yates. Yates going to get up into the outside wall. He's going to get stopped on the racetrack here. No caution flag. I don't understand how no caution flag was thrown there, but okay. We're going to keep on rolling. Unfortunate break there for Shane Yates, as that was some pretty heavy damage for the 11 ride. See if we can get another look at that one, as see them 3 wide here. The 09 just sends it in down on the bottom side of the racetrack, slides up, just gets onto the nose there of that 11 of Shane Yates, and unfortunately, with everyone else coming right down on top of him there to his driver's side, he gets onto the binders and waits for them to go by. Fortunately, that's going to move Shane all the way back into the 23rd position, and quite a bit of damage on that ride as well. So a tough one there for the 11 ride, as we get another battle at the front of the field. Jamie Massey's going to go for another slider here over Keith Hackney. Hackney's going to cross him back over. He's going to stay out in front, but Jamie Massey showing that he can make some moves late in this race if need be, as he's sticking right there with Keith Hackney, as these drivers all starting to search around the racetrack. The high side might have started to slip away ever so slightly here, as now you see the 91 down on the bottom side. You see the 19 ride of Jamie Massey up there on the high side. Charles Barnes starting to make some hay as he's working down on the bottom side of the racetrack as well. He's trying to work that 21C ride up into position number 3 here, as he goes side by side there with Seth Castle. Joshua Ely right there in 6th. Cody Myers in 7th. Alex Brewer up into the 8th position, as Dustin Bryce there in 9th. And Kyle Householder there in position number 10, as Dylan Cribbs and Jeremy Vaughn right there behind him. Then we see Bradley Means and Jamie Brown. Brown has no front bumper on that one ride. Not sure where that front bumper disappeared to, but it ain't there, as he keeps on rolling just outside the top 10. Lane Phillips right there behind him, and Bryce Dickinson there in that 16th position, as out in front, it's all Keith Hackney. It's Grip Hackney out in front, the golden boy, the showstopper there in position number 2. Seth Castle there in third. Some contact. Charles Barnes and the 37 right come together. They're going to get stacked up here on the high side. Charles Barnes and the 37 of James Stockton come together there off corner number 4. Then they all start to pile in there. You see Bryce Dickinson collected, the 0 ride of Bradley Means. Our second caution flag of the evening is going to fly here. We'll take a look and see what happens as, man, that was a lot of contact right there out of these two. See that 37 ride up on the high side. The 21 just gets underneath of them just ever so slightly and slides up a little bit more, breaks that rear end traction of that dark side racing number 37 ride. He's going to go around Charles Barnes hard onto the binders. Here comes the 09 of Joshua Yealy. He's going to get a big piece of that one. And then you see Charles Barnes get rammed right from behind there by Alex Brewer, the 58 ride of Kyle Householder, the 8 ride, the 2 ride, the 7-11 ride of Dylan Cribbs coming in, getting a big piece of that one. Just the mayhem unfolding there. A lot of hard contact right there off of corner number 4, sorry. This is how quickly it can happen. A lot of cars getting tore up in a quick hurry there, right by the flag stand. Hey, baby girl, Maddie! Mr. Fletchell coming in, showing the love. As we're going to go back to green flag racing, Keith Hackney's going to get the restart that he needed right there. As he quickly puts that pedal to the metal. Jamie Massey there behind him, going to try to reel him back in. Has a couple car lengths, trying to catch back up to that 91 ride. Mr. Fletchell coming in, showing the love with the heart reaction. Jaron Argersinger coming in with that heart reaction as well. What is good, Jaron? How you doing, my boy? Jaron and Matt coming in, showing the love over there on Facebook. If you guys are just tuning in, make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that follow button, as these guys continue to put on a great show here for us. We're going to jump into a quick Peacemaker Gaming Crank It Up session. So crank up that volume and cheer on your favorite driver.
Let's go!
Is the caution flag going to come back out here for the third time? We're going to take a look back and see what happened here in this one. We'll take a look back at this caution flag. We can find it here. Joey Brewer and Jordan Van Westen coming together here on the high side. Whoa. Right at the flag stand, and unfortunately the 4 ride stuffed up into the outside wall. Nowhere to go for the 12 ride either, but that 4 ride turned around, pointed the wrong direction. See our race leader just going underneath of that flag stand. Luckily enough, getting onto the binders in a quick hurry there. As we'll see these two get together just out of corner number 4 here. Jordan tries to get to the outside here. Joey just unfortunately getting a little bit sideways there, and they both get up into the outside fence there. And fortunately, the 12 ride still with all that high side momentum can't pull off of the back bumper of that 4 ride and gets him turned around right underneath of our flag man, and quickly he's going to throw that caution flag, and we'll get him stacked back up, re-racked, and ready to go back to green flag racing. As the green flag quickly back out into the air here in this one. Out in front, it's all Keith Hackney as Hackney continues to lead the way here. Keith out in front, Jamie Massey right there in position number 2. Seth Castle trying to hold on to that 3rd position here as the 7 ride right there in position number 3, looking very good up there at the top of the on the podium currently right now in that 7 ride. He's looking very good, very deadly up there as well. He's had a very good car all night long, and he's going to be a threat to deal with here by the end of this one. But the laps are clicking down in a quick hurry. It's Keith Hackney out in front, still laying down some crazy fast lap times. Jamie Massey right there in second as you see the 43 ride of Grady Ehrman. Unfortunately, some pretty heavy damage here for Grady as he's stuck up there on the high side of the racetrack. Unfortunately, now a lap down, that car does not want to turn. The 11 ride of Shane Yates just going by him there. No caution flag as of yet, as I do believe. No, there's some contact. Around goes Yates, the 7-11 ride as well, and the caution flag is going to come back out late in this one. We saw Grady Ehrman unfortunately have some issues here. He's already at the back of the pack at this point. See some pretty heavy damage on the left front here, and the right front not working very good either. Oh yeah, that car is not working very good there for Grady Ehrman, and then our leader's coming right up behind him there. They made it work for a little bit. Unfortunately though, Grady having some issues up here still on the high side. You see the 11 ride of Shane Yates, sees that 43 ride up there, and then cuts down the racetrack, unfortunately, right over Austin Barmas. They make a little bit of contact. Around goes Shane Yates right into the 7-11 ride of Dylan Cribbs. A tough break there for Yates as he was trying to recuperate and try to have a good recovery there, and unfortunately getting tied up in another incident. He's going to take it down pit side and fortunately call it an evening. I do believe Grady Ehrman also calling it a night as well in that 43 ride as we got him stacked back up, re-racked, and ready to go back to green flag racing. Single file restarts here as we only got 5 more laps left to go, this time by the start finish line. So 5 more laps left to go here for the 91 ride of Keith Hackney. Can Hackney hold him off? He's got Jamie Massey and Seth Castle right there behind him, down through corner number 3 and out of corner number 4. 4 more laps left to go here. Keith Hackney, he called it last week, said he was gonna win this race. Everybody else was gonna be running for second. He's had Jamie Massey right there on his back bumper all race long. Massey was able to take a couple peeks underneath of him, but lately, the last little bit, no one's been able to catch that 91 machine of Keith Hackney as he continues to stay out in front. Seth Castle right there in 3rd, Joshua Ely in 4th, Alex Brewer there in 5th. Cody Myers, Jamie Brown, Lane Phillips, Kyle Householder, and Jeremy Vaughn rounding out our top 10 here. It's out in front, Keith Hackney down the backstretch here in this one, down into corner number 3 and out of corner number 4. We're going to see that white flag fly one more time around for the 91 ride of Keith Hackney. Hackney down to the bottom side of the racetrack here, trying to stay out in front of Jamie Massey down the backstretch one last time into corner number 3. Massey way up to the high side looking for a big run. He's not going to be able to get there as it's all Keith Hackney here in this one. Keith Hackney picking up the checkered flag once again here. He called it last week. He said he was going to be the driver parked down here in Victory Lane at Limaland Motorsport Park, and here he is pulling down to the front stretch to park that 91 ride here in Victory Lane. Jamie Massey gave him a great run.
Let's go!
Right there behind him in position number 2, and Seth Castle right there in position number 3. Woo! I don't understand, I guess, if you're Josh W. Who's Josh W.? I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean, Shane, my boy. That was a tough break, though. You had a couple hard hits there, homie. That was a tough one. That was a tough one. I'm not sure what happened there at the end with Grady Herman. And then, unfortunately, he got tied up there trying to dive underneath of the 43 ride as he was blinking or being removed or something. I'm not 100% sure, but that was a tough break there for you in that one, my boy. As Keith Hackney gets it done, picks up the checkered flag. Papa Mike coming in with the checkered flags as well. Let's see those checkered flags here for that 91 ride of Keith Hackney. As he called it, he said he was going to get it done here tonight, and here he is down in Victory Lane. What a run, what a race, as Hackney picks up the checkered flag. Let's see those checkered flags and the hashtag 91s up in the chat here for Mr. Hackney. Ricky Chandler coming in with that heart reaction. Eric coming in with that heart reaction as well. Mama Bear! Susie Dickinson coming in, smashing that like on the stream as well. Kid Dunn never need to be in any league. He cost me a shot at the win. That was a joke. Kid Dunn ever need to be in any league. He cost me a shot at the win. That was a joke. What are you talking about, Massey? What? Joshua Ely can do what he wants. Puts me in the wall and no caution. Yeah, I don't know why iRacing didn't throw the caution flag in that one either. But hey, man, that's not my call to make. That's not my call to make. Talk to whoever runs the league. Talk to those guys, Shaner. That's not my fault. That's nothing I can do, my boy. I guess he can't have Lovely passed clean and has to do it to do dump crap like that. Hey, man, it is what it is. It is what it is. I don't know what to tell you, my boy. I don't know what to tell you. I know, just bull crap. I know, my boy. I know. It is what it is, my boy. If you don't like the admins, I mean, you can always try to find admins for the league and, I don't know, try to make it a little bit less unbiased if you feel that way. But, I mean, it's hard to find anybody that doesn't want to race and someone that wants to be an admin. So it's hard to find anybody that wants to be up in the race control booth or anything else. So, I mean, it's hard. And when there's, 20 drivers out there on the racetrack, they're all probably complaining and bitching about something. Cody's a one-man show up there trying to figure out what's going on and doing everything he can. So, unfortunately, not enough time between cautions and everything else, and trying to look at everything. It's hard. It's hard. Jamie Massey coming with that hashtag 91. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Cody Myers coming in showing the love as well. What's good, Cody? What's good, Mr. Myers? Coming in showing the love as well. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're going to pull our race winner, the 91 rider, Keith Hackney, up into the broadcast booth here for his post-race interview. We're going to pull him up here and bring him into the booth as he knew he was going to get it done here this week. He called it last week, and here he is, parking it down in Victory Lane. Hey, Keith, it's Aaron up here in the Peacemaker Broadcasting booth. Do you get a copy?
What's up, man?
Not much. Keith, my boy, you called it last week. You said that you were going to be parked down here in Victory Lane. Well, you get it done, but didn't come without a little bit of a challenge there. You had Massey on your back bumper for quite a while, but once that racetrack really started to slick off more and more and more, seemed like your 91 ride really came to life there late in this one, and you're able to just keep that gap between him and yourself and really just pull away with this one.
Yeah, man, like them restarts are huge. He was timing them pretty decent, but I guess with him having Seth underneath him, he couldn't get his car angled down as much as I could, so that's where I could just sort of jump him a little bit. But man, that was an awesome race, like especially between me and him. I sort of kind of stepped on it in qualifying a little bit. and I knew the race was on then. So, we went for it. Turn one of the feature. Racing hard and whatnot, and you had to go. That's all there was to it. Because I know he would have did the same thing to me, and I went to throw a slider on him one time, and I thought he was going to cross me over, but then it seemed like he was running, or he was going to stay high. So I lit up, or I checked up really hard, and he got into the back of me, and I felt bad about that. But he threw a slider on me, and I about spun out trying to miss him. So, it was tit for tat there. It was good racing, and I don't know what the lap car was thinking there at the latter part of that race, and that probably. Well, I know it ruined Massey's race because he did have damage and stuff like that, and I know we was going to probably fight tooth and nail right there to the end, because he was working that middle bottom in 1 and 2, and it was really fast. And I didn't want to go down there unless I just really had to, because I'm just so comfortable around the top here, and whatnot. But it's all good, man. It's just one of them things, and we'll take a what 1, 2, 3, or no 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I mean you can't yeah, you can't complain about that. So we'll take it, and we'll move forward to next week to Charlotte, and I think that'll be a lot more racier for sure.
Absolutely, man. Charlotte, a big racetrack, a lot of lanes and a lot of choices out there for drivers to make moves. But this one, for a little while, seemed like it was definitely that high side dominant racetrack, as we saw it change quite a bit throughout the night. We saw the bottom side come in there a little bit. The middle side seemed to be working pretty good for a few drivers, but that high side for majority of this race was just absolutely the creme de la creme. That was the top line, the BN, and you guys really made it work up there. Take us back through the race, man, and the track changes and everything else. And having all these fast drivers right there on your back bumper, how nerve-wracking was it, trying to move around the racetrack a little bit, knowing that maybe the bottom side was starting to come in there later on in the race, and where you just sticking to the high side, making sure that if anyone was going to beat you, it was going to be down the bottom side, and you were going to be able to try to cross them over, or if they made that pass or anything else.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, like, it's always especially in open set racing here, the bottom and middle definitely is there. Even in fixed racing as well, it just takes time to get there. And like I said, it was really getting there in turn 1 and 2 for sure. I kept noticing Massey, running down there. He tried running bottom on both ends, and it wasn't really the fastest line. But whenever he would run bottom 1 and 2, and then top 3 and 4, he was staying on pace with me pretty rather well. So, right there at the beginning of the race, we was running bottom. I mean, there again, you just got to move with the track, and it's hard to judge that when you're the leader, because obviously you don't really have to try to pass anybody. So that's just, you just got to wait for something to happen. As long as you're running, behind someone, you're always trying to find different lines. So it's easier doing that when you're behind someone for sure. So like I said, all in all, great race, great win, great team showing, and just move on to the next one.
Absolutely, my boy. Well, Keith, congrats on the win. Congrats on another great race. You called it here last week, and once again, you park it down here in Victory Lane. Keith, who would you like to thank for such a great run, a strong performance, and a fairly dominant run here in this one? Is I think maybe Massey might have been able to steal, 1 or 2 laps away from you in this one, but other than that, it was all 91 out in front.
Yeah, man. Just got to thank the team, man. Just everything, all the work that they put in, and just right now is a crucial time for everybody, because we got some different leagues, street stock, that is, asphalt starting back up here in like 2 or 3 weeks, and so everybody's gonna be running some different stuff here shortly, and just trying to just get better with their driving abilities and skills and stuff on here. So I'm super pumped about that, and just seeing everybody venture out to more and more things, as we always do. NH Lens, Paint Spec Grippy, Custom Cabinets by Keith, 09 Engraving, Elite Performance for sure. Just everything that everybody does, man, day in and day out. Like, I mean, there's not a day that goes by that we don't have somebody in Discord racing something. So that's always a plus, when guys on your squad or team is really trying to put in the work and stuff to get better. So, like I said, huge shout out to them guys. Shout out to Papa Mike, everything he does for everybody. I think more than one team on here. So huge shout out to him, and a shout out to Tasha for still supporting my racing habits here on the daily.
Absolutely, my boy. Well, Keith, congrats on the win. Congrats on another great run. We look forward to seeing you back out here on the racetrack next Thursday, and we look forward to seeing you, out here running more and more laps with all the other cars as well, and back out there in the asphalt stuff and everything else. I know it's going to be exciting to see what you can do in, both, all the different series and everything. As I know, you're always one of the cars that, that's a threat out there, whether or not it's dirt or if it's, asphalt trucks or if it's, Xfinity stuff. Seems like you're always fast. Doesn't matter what you get behind. And I'm sure we'll see lots more checkered flags here with the 91 ride.
Absolutely, man. That's what we strive for. We strive to be the best we can be, and at the end of the day, if we come up short, then we go back, do our homework, and get better. So yeah, man. Thanks for putting this on or broadcasting this, because we always enjoy your broadcast, and like I said, man, just can't wait to see you in the next one.
Beauty, Keith. Congrats and great run, my boy. Have yourself a wonderful night, and we'll see you back here next Thursday.
All right, man. Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up there for our race winner of the 91 ride of Keith Hackney, as Hackney picks up the checkered flag and parks that 91 ride down here in Victory Lane. What a run, what a race. Keith Hackney, Tasha Louise Klingman is my lady. Tasha coming in, showing the love as well, coming in with that heart reaction. What is good, my girl, coming in, showing the love. Craig Michael Deacon says, business as usual. It's the two best blokes in the business, 100%. Absolutely, man. Two very, very fast drivers. Damn it, now I'm blushing. Now you're blushing. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Hey, Seth, how in the hell do you spell your name? I've seen it 3 different ways. 3 different ways, he says. Castle, is that how you actually spell it? Because, I mean, like, your actual name in Facebook is Castle. But it's totally different there. Like, you just spelt it in. It's just, it is what it is, I guess. It's Castle of some sort. You can spell it 500 different ways. Keith with the face. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh, my boy. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to pull in our second place finisher now. The 19 rider, Jamie Massey, going to get pulled up into the broadcast booth for his post-race interview. If you guys haven't already, if you guys enjoyed that show, make sure you hit the like button, hit the share button, drop a couple of comments, hit that follow button, hit that sub button over on Facebook, or hit the sub button over there on YouTube as we continue to grow everywhere and anywhere. We're still working on trying to hit that 20 subscribers over there on Facebook, so that's definitely one of the big things that we try to hit here over the next little while, and hopefully someday we'll be able to hit that goal of 20 subscribers over here on Facebook. I go by many names on iRacing. You go by many names on iRacing. I can see that. I can see that. All right, we're gonna pull in that 19 rider, Jamie Massey here, our second place finisher, up into the broadcast booth here for his post-race interview. Hey, Jamie, it's Aaron up here in the Peacemaker Broadcasting booth. To get a copy?
I got you, man.
Jamie, my boy, a great run, a great race, man. You gave it everything you could there as you were all over the back bumper of Keith Hackney for so many laps. We saw you throw a few sliders. We saw you take some good peaks down low on them, but just didn't look like you had quite enough to beat that 91 ride here tonight, man. Take us back through that race and what you could have done out there on the racetrack.
I don't know what I could have stayed out front, maybe. I don't know. It's just the restarts are key, and he got out front when it's Delaware double file. It's kind of hard to time the restarts. I did everything I was supposed to do, qualified on pole, won my heat. Because, he's one of the best at Limaland, and we didn't hold him off tonight. I mean, I felt like we had a shot, and I found a line right there with about 15, 20 to go or whatever it was, and I wasn't really catching him, but I was maintaining. I needed a restart, to get a run on him, and so I could time it in 1 and 2, because 1 and 2 was getting thin, and I don't know, man. I ain't got a lot to say. A lap car kind of cost me that one, so we'll move on. Like I said, I don't want to say nothing I'm gonna regret later.
Absolutely, my boy. Well, Jamie, still a good run, a great race here, and another good finish here for your points championship battle. As you and Keith have been pretty much 1 and 2 every single race so far in this season, and you guys keep on putting on great shows here for us. And battles at the front of the field, and as weeks after weeks after weeks go by, you guys continue to stretch your points leads, away from, that third, fourth, fifth place driver, and it's really starting to become more of a clear picture of just you and Keith duking it out here for the points championship. What do you got to do, in the weeks coming here to, try to pull away from that 91 ride and maybe start to put a little bit of a distance there between you and him for that points championship?
Yeah, I mean, that's not going to happen. It's gonna come right down to that last race. It's all going to be. It's all we're gonna. I feel like unless just something stupid happens, we're gonna podium. You know what I mean? And it's gonna come down to who podiums more than the other, or who wins more races. It's 3-2 right now. He's got one bad race, and I got one third place. So it's hard to drop a good race. You know what I mean? It kind of sucks when you have to drop a third and then say he has to drop a 11th or 12th, but he won. He's got more wins than me. That's where it sucks. So it is what it is. It's part of it. I've had a good year. Good season so far. He's doing everything right. I'm doing everything right. It's going to come down between me, him, and Josh, and that was kind of expected. It's going to be who's able to come across the check flag first at the end last race, because it's going to come down between 1 or 2 points. I bet you.
Absolutely. Well, we definitely look forward to seeing that. We definitely forward to seeing you guys duke it out, race after race after race, and see who can come out on top. As we know, it's always going to be a great battle between you and Keith, and throw in, Ely and, Seth Castle and all these other great drivers throughout the league, and put on these great shows and great races here for us after, you guys put on another great show here once again for us tonight. And this one, a lot cleaner of a race. We only saw a few caution flags, which was nice to see. It was definitely nice to see, a lot more green flag laps, so that you guys kind of get more of the rhythm out there on the racetrack and duke it out there between each other, and not just on the restarts and, caution flag after caution flag after caution flag out there.
Yeah, I was really proud of everybody tonight. Limaland's a tough track when it gets top dominant, and all you can do is kind of slide and park. That's really all you can do. Me and Hackney was duking it out. It was, yeah, man, I had a freaking ball, smiling the whole time. Like I said, you got to hold him off there. He's really good there. I did everything I could to hold him off. I thought I should have went to the top sooner. I thought, I could run the bottom, and then he started getting a little runs here and there, and that's how he kind of got to throwing sliders with me. I feel like if I knew the lap before it started happening, I was like, I need to go to the top. But he was running that. You guys, like he said, I don't want to take his line, So, I mean, he timed it past me when that's what won the race. Essentially, I believe, we would have been parking on each other's nose the whole race had he passed me at the right time. And it's just how it is. I'd like to have one more shot at him, but this is his racetrack, and like he said, he come here to win, and he got it done. Ain't gonna take nothing from him. He showed up and showed out.
Absolutely, my boy. Well, Jamie, still a great run, a great race here by yourself. Who would you like to thank here for such a great run and strong performance out there on the racetrack?
I just want to thank all my teammates over at NLR, Elite Performance Industries, Paints by Grippy, 09 Engravings, Josh and Ely, and all the Elys, man, and all the boys over there at on the team, man. They do a lot of work during the week. They work their ass off. We run a lot of leagues, like Hackney says, and some of us are divided here and there, but we're always shooting stuff back in between each other and trying to get better. Charles is doing a lot for this team also, man. He building setups. There's just so many people out there that has a good hand in this thing, and I'm just happy to be a part of it. Papa Mike's Promotion does a lot on and off the racetrack for me and the whole team and all. But man, you for putting on the broadcast and Sim 500 gives us a platform to race on. I know a lot of people don't like how stuff's going, and they think it's favoritism, this and that, and they think whatever. I mean, call it what you want, man. This whole league is stacked, and I think because the outcome of how me and Hackney's dominated this league is we're all really good, but me and him just want it more. See y'all next week.
Absolutely, my boy Jamie. Congrats on the second place run. We'll see you back out here on the racetrack, Charlotte next week, and hopefully we'll see you back up here in the broadcast booth, maybe one spot better and back up in Victory Lane.
Yeah, we're pretty good at Charlotte. I look forward to that. I think it'll be another Hackney and Massey show, but we'll see.
Absolutely, my boy. Well, we look forward to seeing it, and hopefully we'll see you back up here in the broadcast booth, my boy. Have yourself a wonderful night, and enjoy the rest of your evening.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up there for Mr. Keith Hackney as he comes home, or not Keith Hackney, Mr. Jamie Massey as he comes home here in position number 2. A great run, a great race there for that 19 ride as Hackney and Massey show once again here in this one. 1 and 2 in this one. And Seth Castle with a great run here in position number 3. Seth, do you want your interview, my boy? Seth never jumps into the broadcast booth afterwards for his interviews, my boy. Seth, do you want your post-race interview or what, homie? Get in here. Where the heck are ya? Where are ya? Get in here, my boy. Come on now. Come on now. The Hack Mass Attack. Oh, my gosh. The Hack Mass Attack. Kind of got a ring to it, Papa Mike. It's kind of got a ring to it, Michael. We don't mind that. We don't mind that. We don't mind that. I don't know if Seth Castle's going to jump up here or not. He normally doesn't like to jump up into the broadcast booth. I'm not sure why, but he just doesn't like to do it. Bring in Josh Ely. Oh, my gosh. No. Just the top 3 here. Just the top 3, unfortunately. Seth doesn't like to jump in. I don't know why. Seth, what in the world, my boy? What in the world? All right, well, that is going to do it for us in this one, I guess. We may jump back on and do a little bit of something else here later on in the evening. I don't know. Might jump back on here around just a little bit after we go offline here. Not sure what we would play. Not sure what any of the other people are doing. We might do some Fortnite. We might do some iRacing. We might do some Call of Duty. Who knows what we're going to end up doing here. I don't know what everyone's up to here. These guys are all in Fortnite. Yeah, I don't know what. I wanted to do something, Chad. I want to do something else tonight, but I don't know what. I don't see what anyone else is doing here, so it's tough to want to just jump in and do something that's, nothing kind of deal. I don't know what we want to do.
Let's go!
Interesting. Yo, Mr. Stockton coming in with the like on the stream. Second hard luck race in a row. I don't think anyone is out trying to wreck anyone, but when the track is slick, just the slightest tap will loop you. Happened to me tonight and just also tapped someone. Tough racing, but I love racing. Absolutely, my boy. Absolutely, homie. Maybe Seth is under a different name in Discord. No, he's under his name in the Discord. Just can't find him. Like I said in Discord, just take the L and try again next week. Oh, yeah. Tough one there for you, Ely, but not bad. Not bad. It's still 4th place run for yourself. And James, a good little bit of recovery there, coming home in 12th. But that 37 ride was definitely looking pretty good there, man. You were looking very, very fast up inside the top 5. Having a good run, and then that's all it takes, man. It's just that little bit of a tap, that little bit of contact, just enough to loop you around, spin you around, and unfortunately put you in that situation where you're pointing the wrong direction, and unfortunate break there, and a tough one for you. Tough one after having a good race and a good run there in the first little bit. All right, as we're gonna get ready to pull in our. Actually, we're not going to pull in anybody. I thought we were going to pull in somebody else, but we're going to get ready to end it there on that note, man. A great run, a great race, a rather quick one as well. These guys put on a great show and, staying, fairly clean and green, just running some good, clean green flag laps for the most part of this race. I mean, that was only an hour and a bit, man. We're already finished, and it's only been an hour and a bit. Or the mass hack attack. Oh, my gosh. Papa Mike. Listen, we'll be back live here in just a little bit. I don't know what we're going to be doing, but we're going to try to get something in. We'll try to get some games going or something, either PGA or Fall Guys or Fortnite or something. We'll get something to finish off the night here as, we need to get some more time on live here, and we're definitely going to start putting out some more videos and other content throughout the rest of the week here and everything else, and going to start trying to, step up the game a little bit more, starting to pump out more and more content, start to do more and more things with the community, and trying to, just continue to grow and get bigger and better and better and better, and continue to get bigger and Obviously, with getting bigger, it opens up the door for, more sponsor opportunities, a little bit more money, and being able to possibly go full-time in the future. And definitely one thing we need to do right now is get a new chair. That's the next big thing, I think, on the docket, is my arm on this chair is broken. You really can't see it, but the whole arm is just off of it here. It really sucks. It doesn't stay screwed in. It doesn't stay screwed in. Yo, Papa Mike, my boy Papa Mike coming in with the 1,200 stars. You didn't have to do that, my boy. You didn't have to do that, but yeah. So gaming chair is definitely the next thing on the old shopping list here for the setup. It's so annoying. I can't lean over. I don't have anything to put this arm on, so it's like I keep trying to you just keep falling over. It's brutal. It's brutal. It's like, I don't know, it just feels so weird that there's nothing here on this whole right-hand side of this chair. It's so odd. It's so weird. Papa Mike, my boy, coming in with a great broadcast, the 1,200 star dono. My boy Papa Mike coming in, showing the love. Secret Lab for the win. Yeah, Secret Labs are really, really nice, but they're expensive. They're expensive, my boy. I don't know if I'm going to go with another, tall back one like this one. I don't know if I'm going to go with the tall back or not. I might just go with like a normal, obviously another expensive brand, but like a Herman Miller or whatever kind of deal, where it's a little bit shorter in the back and keeps it away from like the backside and everything else. Yeah, very, very, they're very expensive. They are very expensive. They're definitely, I don't even know. I think I looked at them before. I think they were like $500 or $600. I'm not sure if that was Canadian or American, but they're somewhere around there, around that $500-600, maybe a little bit more for like the specialty ones. So it's definitely interesting. Definitely on those. Those are definitely the ones to get, but they're definitely the tough ones to get. But listen, thank y'all for tuning in. We're going to be going back live here in just a little bit. I'm not sure what we're going to be doing, but look for that live notification or pop back in here in just a little bit, as we're going to finish off the night doing something else throughout the evening, trying to, just continue to grow, reach new people, do some new things, and, continue to have more and more fun out there, just pumping out the content, baby. Just pumping out the content. But listen, thank y'all for tuning in. A great race, a great show. Yo, John Quill, Mr. John Quill Jr. coming in with the 100-star dono as well. Johnny boy coming in, showing the love. Coming in with that heart reaction and the 100-star dono. My boy coming in, showing the big love. Let's go, homie. How are you, John? How are you, John? You're just coming in at the end, my boy. You're just coming in at the end. But we're going to get ready to go back live. We're gonna end this broadcast, so that way any of the drivers that want to come back and re-watch the broadcast and everything else that were just in the race, or any of their friends and family that want to continue watching it or whatever else, we're going to end it now so they can go and re-watch it and they can enjoy the broadcast as well. If they weren't able to catch it live, then at least they can watch it again afterwards. And it's only been an hour and 12 minutes, so at least it's not a super long broadcast for them to watch and catch up and see all the racing action, and some great racing action, man. Some great racing action. I had to throw some love before heading to bed. My boy, much love, homie. Much love, John. Much love, my boy. John and Papa Mike, two of the world's best truck drivers. I mean, Fanka truck driver and everything else, man. Is they run the world, man. They're the ones that bring the food. They're the ones that bring everything to the table. They bring it all to the storefronts and everything else for us to buy. And, I mean, if it wasn't for them, it would be a lot harder for all of us to get what we need for our daily lives, man. And it's a big thing up here in Canada, man. We love the truckers up here, man. We obviously had the big trucker convoy, and our government does not like them because they stand up versus authoritarianism. And we love you guys for that one, man. And I was definitely in support of the trucker convoy. I still am, and I still support every single trucker that's out there that continues to put in that work, man. It's a hard job to do, man. Everyone thinks it's just easy because you're just driving a truck, and to a certain point, it's correct. I mean, yeah, you're just driving a truck, but there's a lot more that goes into it, and there's a lot of risk out there on the roads, and a lot of dumb people out there that you guys have to deal with on a daily basis to try to avoid. John, my boy, coming in. Thanks, man. Absolutely, my boy. Absolutely, homie. Coming in with the 100-star dono again. Much love, my boy. Much love, homie. But, John, thank you for tuning in, homie. Hopefully you have yourself a good night. Hopefully you sleep well. Hopefully, you have yourself a wonderful, wonderful night, and you don't have to work too hard out there on the race, out there. Hopefully, it's just a nice, easy month, nice, easy night for you. Hopefully not too many crazies out and about trying to knock down your windows or anything. Being out OTR for 3 months straight so far. Oh my gosh, you've been out on the road for 3 months? 3 months straight? My gosh. But John, you're single, right? Like you got the single life, right? Like that's the part where at least it makes it a little bit better. Like I know some guys that are out there that have families and stuff, and they do maybe weeks at a time kind of deal, a week or two, but like that's still tough, man. That's still tough. Wife and kid. Yeah, see, that's crazy, brother. That's crazy, man. Having a wife and kid and still being out on the road for that long. Yeah, you're banking some good money and you're really, putting it towards, your family and your life in the future. But man, that's tough to do. That's tough to do, homie. It's tough to do. Not only just, being so far away from them and not being able to see them all the time, but that's tough just to, continue to put in those hard days and hours and everything else, and missing so many big things and everything else, man. That's tough, man. That's tough to do, and we thank you guys. We thank you guys for doing that for all of us other people in the life and everything else, man. It's absolutely insane, man. It's absolutely insane. I thought 3 weeks on the road was tough. Yeah. Fuck, 3 weeks. Facts. 2 years left of this. 2 years left of this. What's up after that, John? Are you just doing 2 more years of trucking and then gonna switch to something else, or maybe just do like get a more of a local job and do just kind of like day runs for Coca-Cola or some local shops kind of deal? Or what's the plan with that one, my boy? What's the plan with that one? That's still tough, man. 2 years left of doing basically all the every day is a long time, man. That's a lot of work. I did too when I first started. Yeah, 3 weeks is quite a bit. After 2 years, I'll be 5 years in. Okay. So does that like bump you up in like authority kind of deal, like up the list, so you can kind of get better routes or a little bit more leniency on time off, or possibly more money with the trucking company that you're with, whether or not you're an owner operator or if you work for somebody else? I'll get to do overside loads, 3K a week, home daily. Oh, okay. Oh, fuck yeah, that's definitely what you want then. That's definitely what you want then right there. Home daily, that's the big thing, my boy. That's the big thing. So, hey, I love it, though, man. It's giving you something to work towards. It's something that's going to help you out in your future more and more and more. And then, you'll be able to live the good life, the easy life, and, being able to be home every single night with, your wife and kid and everything else is definitely awesome. Awesome to see, my boy. Awesome to see. And I'm glad to see you're putting in that work, that hashtag work, my boy. That hashtag work out there, putting in all that hard stuff, man. Yeah, the company I'm going to go work for requires 5 years OTR. Yeah, see? Yeah, that's crazy. That's where they get you all the time, man. It's just, they always want, drivers, but they always want them to have so much more skill and everything else. And it's like, I wish they'd maybe not take experience, but maybe skill just by itself. Like, it should be some way that they should be able to kind of give you a better outcome. I'd be home more often, but Bryce lives with me. Oh, yeah. So you have a real excuse to be on the road all the time, Papa Mike. You got a real excuse to never be home, right? That's 100% true. I get you on that one. I wouldn't want to be there every night either. That's for certain. Maybe one weekend out of the month, I suppose I'd be able to handle. Maybe a couple days a month. That'd be about it. I feel you on that one. Papa Mike. I feel you on that one, my boy. But listen, guys, thank y'all for tuning in. We're going to end the stream there. We're going to get ready to go back. Retired life? Oh, my gosh, Jimbo. Retired life. I wish, brother. I can't wait to get old just so I can say that, brother. I can't wait. One of these days. Or at least maybe like hashtag full-time content creator. That would be kind of like being retired, because this really isn't a job. This is a job, but like it's just way too much fun, man. You guys make this way too enjoyable. Everyone that comes in and tunes in, everything else, man, makes it so much better. And then, if I could do this full-time, if I could do this every day and not have to worry about bills or have to worry about, certain things here and there kind of deal, like hashtag blessed. Right there, that would be absolutely blessed up right there. Man, we do so much crazy stuff. We do so much crazy stuff. I was already working today. I already did 10 hours today, and I didn't even need to work it, but I did. Got called in and just decided to go in. I didn't want to, but I did. Shouldn't have, but I did. Got to put that time in, Got to put that hashtag time in and got to work towards it. I retired from law enforcement 4 years ago and working harder now. Yeah, that's crazy. You were law enforcement too? Papa Mike, that's crazy, my boy. I didn't know that. You're a law enforcement too, my boy. That's awesome. That's awesome. You guys do some crazy stuff, man. You guys do some crazy stuff. We might have to start like our own little podcast and start bringing in, viewers and other people and, drivers and just kind of having some chit chats and everything else. I mean, maybe that's something we can get into here in the future if we can start to lean more towards full time and start, bringing in people, start bringing in, some of the supporters, Papa Mike, Mama Bear, and some of all of our other supporters and everyone that comes in and shows the love, and, just bring them in on random occasions and have like little chit chats and just shoot the shit and talk with them for a little bit and kind of have those little things, that'd be pretty cool. Retired 5 years ago from IDOC. What's IDOC, Jim? I don't know what that is. Up here in Canada, I don't know what eye doc. Like an eye doctor? I just need to hit the lottery already so I can buy a house with a pond so I can sit on the bank, fish in my boxers, and drink a beer. Yeah, that sounds awesome. That sounds awesome. I would be right there with you, my boy. I'd be right there with you. Just a nice, not like super, super huge house. I mean, honestly, the garage would probably be bigger than the house itself. But yeah, definitely like a nice little lake. You can go. I don't really care for fishing, but definitely be nice to do some other stuff. Illinois Department of Correction, 25 years. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we got some law enforcement, a corrections officer. Man, you guys are all authoritarian. Oh gosh, you guys are all. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh my. Papa Mike was fucking picking them up and putting them in jail, and then Jim was keeping them there. I see what you guys got going on. No, I'm just kidding. Blink twice if you guys work for the FBI still. No, I'm just kidding. Like I'm Kanye or something. I got those invisible people in the background keeping an eye on us. We're just fucking old. We're just old. Come on now, you're not that old, okay? You're middle-aged. You're middle-aged. You still got lots of time left. You got lots of time, lots of years, and the good years left, my boy. The good years left. The ones where you don't have to work all the time. Those are the good years. Those are the good ones. I wish. I don't have anything like. I don't have a. What you want to call it? I don't have any of that stuff banked up. I don't have. What you want to call it, like pension or anything else. I don't have any of that stuff. I got old age pension to live off of in the future, and probably disability with my back. So that's what I got. That's what I got for me in the future for this guy is definitely disability and old age pension. That's about it. Laugh out loud. You've had some of my family members working there in Cook County. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. Small world. But anyways, guys, listen, we're going to call it there on that note. We're going to call it there. We're going to end the stream here so everyone can get in here and rewatch the broadcast if they want to rewatch it or anything else. I'm sure some of the drivers are waiting patiently, trying to get back in here. We're going to go back live here in just a little bit. I'm going to jump around through a couple Discords, try to find something and figure out, what we got going on and see if we can jump into some games. We may do some Fall Guys. We may do some Fortnite. We may do some, who knows what else. We may do golf. We may do just GeoGuessr and something else. Who knows? We'll get something going here in just a little bit. So we'll be firing back up the live stream in just a little bit, probably 10, 15 minutes or so, and then we're gonna get going back to that live button and finish off the night for a couple hours of just chill vibes, hanging out, and just having a good time. So thank you all for tuning in this one. Thank you all for watching a great race and a great broadcast, and I hope to see you guys all back here later on tonight or possibly again tomorrow when we got some more stuff going on tomorrow evening. I'm not sure what we are going to do tomorrow, but we're sure we'll jump back out onto the racetrack ourselves and run some laps and get behind the wheel and do some iRacing ourselves. Jim coming in with that heart reaction. My boy Jim Revis coming in showing the love. All right. I'll see y'all here in just a little bit. Peace out for now, chat. Peace out for now, ladies and gentlemen.